The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I think.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this guy's just starting to have a knack, just an ability to find the football, to make big plays. Some guys are just built like that. He gets the fumble here. Last week he had 2. Man, just finds the football in big moments.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Offense gets set for second down. Quick toss. Finds some fresh air. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback making checks. Jones to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Husky. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the option. We'll give him a... On that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Melton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's got it, first down and more. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do...
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Addison. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run him from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Jones to throw. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Addison. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Dennis. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive it.
There he goes! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 40, there he goes! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. He's got him down the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Addison. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw in the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Hauls it in. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They're setting up the screen. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
This time he's got it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighting it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Jones wants to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Smith. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Boilermakers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Using his feet. Creates a little room. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense. Second down. Jones to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Making side adjustments here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Trying play action. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Chambers. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Dennis. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. And this dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Got a man. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Jones wants to throw it. the sure hands. It's McGee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jones to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And you just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his second missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline and get his confidence back.
He'll start this drive firing. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so
There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Washington! They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Addison. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And how fast did this momentum just completely flip? Your defense gives up points. You're down by a touchdown, and your kickoff return unit in the 4th quarter, when you needed a play, comes up with a huge play, and now you are 1 point away from tying this game. Or do we roll the dice and try to take the lead?
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Bass. Turning it on. He picks up the 1st down. Brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. kicks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Caught near the sideline, it's Golden.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man, it's Smith. He got it out to the 34-yard line, not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Buys a little time. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McGee. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And he got it! A little bit of redemption after those early misses, and he's the hero with the game winner. And they've regained the lead. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the back.